Hello everybody, in this particular video I am going to discuss about part 2. In this part 2, how you can plan your timetable for GPAT 2023. In the initial video I already discussed that how you can plan your timetable 1 to 15 weeks to complete read pharmaceutics for GPAT 2023. In this particular video I am going to discuss how you can prepare your timetable for 15 to 30 weeks in a fruitful manner, and how you can complete the syllabus in that 15 to 30 weeks, and what you need to read in case of GPAT 2023. I am going to discuss everything in detail in this particular video. So in this 15 to 30 weeks, please spend a lot of time on minimum 2 weeks to 2 to 3 weeks on pharmacology classification. So if you can read the pharmacology classification without pen and paper by using a lot of mnemonics, you can prepare the mnemonics and you can read the pharmacology classifications. If you check the KD Tripathi book, you can find more than 100 pharmacology classifications. Just read the pharmacology classification. So in 15 to 30 weeks, you just only read pharmacology only. So in 1 to 15 weeks, I already told you how you can prepare the pharmaceutics timetable and how you can follow that. I already explained in the part 1 video. This is the part 1, part 2. In this part 2, only pharmacology. In this pharmacology, so you started 15 weeks. At 15 weeks, you started pharmacology subject, right? In this 15 weeks, just 3 weeks for only pharmacology classification only. So just only spend the pharmacology classification and read the 100 pharmacology classifications. Out of these 100 pharmacology classifications, you may get minimum of 3 to 4 questions out of these 100 pharmacology classifications from in the GPAT exam. After that, focus on general pharmacology. In the general pharmacology, we have a lot of topics like receptors and enzymes, enzyme inhibition, enzyme induction, so like that, and nicotinic receptors and different types of receptors and different types of drug molecules, different routes of administration, different types of allergy, different types of teratogenic reactions. All these will come under the category general pharmacology. Focus general pharmacology very clearly. And endocrine pharmacology. In endocrine pharmacology, focus on the hormones, how insulin will occur, how diabetes will come, and what is the mechanism of action of anti-diabetic agents, what is the mechanism of action of anti thyroid agents. Like everything, you can focus on the endocrine pharmacology and what is the growth hormone and how it will be regulated. Everything you should focus on the endocrine pharmacology. How many amino acids are present in particular amino acids, all those particular hormone, how many amino acids are present, all those things you need to focus on endocrine pharmacology. At the same time, autonomic nervous system. In autonomic nervous system, you need to focus on the complete M1 receptor, M2, M3 receptors, as well as the sympathetic nervous system. All these comes under the category of autonomic nervous system. In the autonomic nervous system, glaucoma and some other important topics are there. You need to focus completely on autonomic nervous system. And hemopoietic system. Hemopoietic system majorly deals with the blood coagulants, the antifibrinolytic agents, blood thinners, and different types of hemopoietic agents and blood clotting factors. All these are comes under the category of hemopoietic system. You need to focus completely on hemopoietic system as well. So on cardiovascular system, in 15 to 30 weeks, you should focus on cardiovascular system. In the cardiovascular system, hypertension and antiarrhythmics and anti-anginal and stroke. So all the drugs you need to focus on the cardiovascular system. And in the diuretics also be part of cardiovascular system. In the diuretics, you need to focus on the diuretics, antidiuretics, and other molecules as well. And respiratory tract system. In the respiratory tract system, you should majorly focus on the asthma and cough and pharyngeal demulcents and other molecules in the cough. And chemotherapy. In the chemotherapy is a very, 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 you can see it the heart of the pharmacology. Heart of the pharmacology are the 3 topics: endocrine pharmacology, and as well as the cardiovascular system and chemotherapy. If you done this thing, means you done a lot of pharmacology syllabus. So chemotherapy, penicillin, cephalosporin, tetracyclines, macrolides, other antibiotics, and sulfonamides. Like that, we have a lot of things: anti-cancer, anti-ulcer, anti-helminthic, and so like that we anti-malarial, anti-amoebiasis, anti-leishmaniasis. Like that, we have a lot more drugs in the chemotherapy. So you need to focus on the chemotherapy very clearly. So a lot of questions, more than 4 to 5 questions are come from the chemotherapy topic. And GAT, if you see the complete pharmacology, more than 150 plus topics are very important in the pharmacology. If you focus on the complete 150 topics on the in this 15 to 30 weeks, that means in 15 weeks, so each week you need to focus on 10 topics very clearly. So you need to complete the 10 topics and you can clearly get the idea. At the same time, you need to completely focus on the pharmacology classification because questions come there, and at the same time, you need to focus on adverse effects as well, and you need to focus on unwanted effects, side effects, all those things. At the same time, enzyme induction, enzyme inhibition, all those things are very important. You need to get the questions from that. At the same time, understanding solely how pharmacology will help to crack the GPAT exam as well as Sutics and pharmacology. If you read these two subjects, so only also you can easily crack the GPAT 2020. It is well known to everyone. So these subjects are having the very high weightage. So please read all the subjects. So please focus more than 15 weeks only on pharmacology. Surely you will get a very good rank in the GPAT. Outcomes of this this timetable, what you learn. Learning complete pharmacology classification without pen and paper. This is up to you how you can learn the classification without pen and paper by preparing the mnemonics. So if you want, you can prepare the mnemonics. And learning human anatomy and pathophysiology also. Human anatomy and physiology as well pathophysiology also be part of the pharmacology. The questions are come. Writing the online tests and solving the doubts of pharmacology, and you can clearly understand how pharmacology will help you to crack the GPAT 2023. I hope you understand. Thank you. Have a nice day. And I will do series of 4 to 5 videos on GPAT 2023 timetable. And at the same time, after this, I will do the one series of videos on my GPAT mistakes and learnings from you. So from that mistake.